You're such an asshole!
Hello, Lieutenants. This is a good one, but a short one. And Cappy charged a lot of money for this one, let's just say. But it is for the client's good. Because we must beat the fucking shit out of our clients when they're this fucking stupid. Oh. But we can't physically beat you up because it's illegal, but I can charge the shit fuck money out of you. And then you're like, oh, that stung. Maybe I'll learn something. I would like to keep my name and stuff confidential and request a video. And I would definitely keep your name confidential too, because this is the stupidest fucking shit I've ever heard. This I'm printing off and saving. Let me know the amount of payment. I'm a 45-year-old man. I met and went out on 2 dates with a 22-year-old girl. Nothing wrong so far. She seemed to like me well enough. I was trying to play it cool by not seeing her every day after our first date. Smart. Which she may have wanted. I just saw her once a week for those 2 times. All right. I had a third date with her, but she ended it almost immediately saying she was sick. All right, now, at this moment in time, any guy who's certainly 45, any man who's 45, knows exactly what's going on here. And any young man, I would say even of the age of 25, hell, even 20, if they had read anything that has been available on the internet, either through Return of Kigs, the Red Pill community, the Manosphere, or the increasing number of books out there. I mean, this is not like the 90s, because you and I are about the same age. Remember the 90s, and there was nothing. Now you got at least 10 years of philosophical empirical data that you can look up on the internet. Should an older man date a younger woman? Problems dating younger woman. All right? But, we're going to see how you responded to this, okay? But we would know when she say she was sick. That's bullshit. We even started figuring that out in our 20s before we even had the interwebs. All right? Third date, she ended almost immediately saying she was sick. I'm sick. Let me ask you this one. Did you get the excuse, my girlfriend just broke up with her boyfriend and she really needs me now? Did you get that excuse and believe it too? Hang on. Thereafter, we would schedule dates and she would cancel right before the date saying she was sick. Look up the rule 50-50-25. Her mother was sick and then her grandmother was sick. It must have been an intergenerational illness. Yep, that's what it was. She stopped talking to me, but then started again after a few months saying she had to work through some things and agreed to a date. I'm 22. It's so hard being a 22-year-old female in America. I don't know which dick to suck, which free meal to get out of a guy. You all believe anything I say. My mother's sick, my grandmother's sick, my dog's sick, my cat's sick. My girlfriend just broke up with her boyfriend. She really needs me. And then I get free tuition and scholarships, and I can major in anything. If I don't succeed, I blame it on white male patriarchy penis. Oh, it's so hard being a 22-year-old female in America. Oh, had to work some things through and agreed to a date. She stood me up again. Normally I would just walk away from this. Oh, okay. But she is 22. This is why I charge you $100. Because I've learned in asshole consulting. I have made more advancements in the field of psychology than all the psychologists combined, because the psychologists don't care to solve people's problems. They're kind of like what I'm suspecting is increasingly the case with pharmaceutical companies. You don't make money solving the problem. You make money treating it. You don't want that problem to go away. Okay? So I'm here to solve problems because I frankly don't have the patience or tolerance for bullshit like this. I really don't. Also, no one else is in the business of solving problems because they rather string people along. So the reason I charge you $100 is that every time something like this happens, the next time you run into a 20-something American female and she stands you up and, oh my goodness, she's 22, you remember the sting and the pain of the $100 you had to pay me for me to rip you a new one. And that is going to be less pain and agony than you're going to suffer if you keep believing in this bullshit that, one, 22-year-old girls are going to act like normal, responsible 45-year-old males, and that, two, that somehow there's something better about a 22-year-old girl. But, dude, she's 22. She is not a thing, you idiot. She's not a thing. She's not a toy. She's not an object. She's not for yours to take. All right? You have to assess and understand what 22-year-old American girls are. They are immature. You could not find a point in an American woman's life when they are more delusional, more spoiled than when they are 22. She is about to, you have everything culminating into bloviating her ego beyond anything that would be acceptable or tolerable to interact with any self-respecting individual, and you do not have any self-respect. She is approaching, if not already there, at her physical peak of beauty. She has had the most amount of pro-rah-rah female propaganda bullshit because you have a vagina, you're great, you're wonderful, you're fabulous, right? Because she's about to graduate from college. The only way you could get more is if she goes to grad school. She's about to graduate from college, which in her mind means that she is accomplishing the greatest thing ever. Fuck work, fuck producing value for other people, fuck raising children, fuck falling in love, fuck other people. This is the number one. Fuck starting a business. This is she is going to graduate from college. And college is what these dipshit millennials, and our generation too, was told was the most important thing ever. It's more important than anything. So you are hitting her right when she's on her ego high. Like she's about to graduate. If not, she's already graduated. And it's not until there's no humility. There's no honesty in this thing. This is, you are trying to date the most narcissistic demographical group ever. Probably in the history of the world. And you think this girl, I mean, shoot, she's done this to other guys. You think she's going to go out with you because what, maybe you got money? She's 22. You're not, this is not a reliable adult. So stop thinking about it. This is something that you would dismiss if you had any self-respect. You say, this is a royal pain. And just admit, you want to fuck her. Here's the deal. You want to fuck 22-year-old girls? Go to like Amsterdam, where the fuck it's legal, and go fuck 22-year-old girls. Okay, do it that way. It'll be cheaper. It'll be less painful. I'm not joking. You're 45. If you make any decent money, the opportunity cost, the amount of time and effort you pissed away on this, you could have worked up a flight out to Amsterdam and gotten yourself a decent hooker. Right? You're all obsessed about the youth, her as an object, her as a sexual object. Fine, I understand that. Men are programmed that way. Okay, I'm not going to give you the feminist lecture. Right? But forget this dating thing. Forget this like treating her like an adult. She is not an adult. She is a commodity. I hate to say it, but that's really all she is right now. And she's a delusional, high and full on herself, narcissistic commodity. You do not try to woo her with dating and romance. And you certainly do not expect her to act and comport herself as an adult who's reliable and responsible. All right? You are a fool. I just had a client, maybe a video or two ago. He wanted to know if he was a loser, and it just turned out he was dumb. He was a pothead, parents very low IQ, and I kind of like, look, you got to assess yourself. You may not have the raw intelligence to go to college. It is a good thing you didn't go to college, but don't think just you have to go to college and all right, but you have to accept the fact that you're stupid. You don't sound stupid. You have very good writing. You have very good syntax. I mean, you don't sound anywhere near as dumb as this guy, but by God, he's smarter than you in some capacities. Right? I don't know why I have to give this to a 45-year-old. I don't know why. But I'm going to give you the advice. But the teeth in the bill that's going to make you pay attention is the fact you just gave me $100 to rip you a new one. You do not date or romance 22-year-old girls, especially when you're 45, unless they are incredibly rare. And they are looking to get married. They're the traditionalist types. They'll make it obvious that they are. I know there's many young ladies well, not so young, but there are many traditional women here on the old caposphere who fit that bill. They wanted to get married young. They wanted to have children. They were traditional. They were reliable. They were responsible. They would never stand a guy up and give you these faulty bullshit things, right? So, aside from those rare, very rare exceptions, you just have to know what you're dating when you're dating a 22-year-old. A stupid fucking cunt, all right? And if you want, and maybe you get your dick lucky, maybe you get your dick wet, okay, fine, but you're not going to fall in love. You're not going to marry, okay? 2, women aren't objects. They're not sexual. I mean, they are sexual. Yes, they are objects in the sense of a noun. But if you want to fall in love, date, and have a wife, you're going to have to date much more mature. Not age, but much more mature women. And there is a correlation with age, all right? So give it up. But she's 22, my precious. Again, you want to have sex with 22-year-olds, then you go fuck some whores over in Europe. And the third thing, you by this age, you should have the wisdom to override your little dick and your emotions. Okay, this is bullshit. 45 years old, and you're just like, dude, but she's hot, man. What the fuck? This is going to get you in trouble. All right? You have got to, I don't know, practice Zen, practice yoga, practice something. You must, by the age of 45, I mean, almost, I would say the defining definition of a man is one who controls his emotions and urges and stays the fuck out of trouble and capitalizes on it. Right? This isn't like you're some horn dog 18-year-old that's just got to get his rocks off. You're 45 fucking years old. Knock it the fuck off. All right? And if any time so this girl's gone, all right? Yeah. What do you think? Why do you think she is doing this? Because she gets off on it. Because she might have a little bit of interest in you. Maybe she's getting you for money. But more often than not, I guarantee you she's laughing right now at like, oh my God, he believed the grandmother shtick. And she's telling all of her other girlfriends and they're laughing at her. And then there's another piece of it. She's so stupid she doesn't realize it. And she's gotten away with all this stuff before. You men, I mean, she must be pretty hot. You men believe all the excuses. She said, like, I just told him and there's nothing wrong with that. That's why I think she's... And is there anything I could do to see her again? To get her to see me again? No. Not really. I mean, you could play it cool. About the only thing I would think you could do is read her the riot act. I would say show her this video, but you've made yourself look like such a douche in this video. You can't do that. But what I would do is do what no other guy has. If she like calls you buck, you say fuck off. I'm done dating flakes. I don't deal with little children. I mean, besmirch her. That's the only thing that's never happened to this girl. This is almost like this is Lycus 101. Go listen to Tom Lycus. This is intro stuff. Young American women, especially if they're pretty, the most valuable thing in their lives is someone that stands up to them because they've never had it. It's rare. And they may act insulted and hurt. Oh my God, did you just say that to me? Like, yeah, shut the fuck up and don't call me again. They will be calling you up left and right and say, you know what? No, you're showing up. You're going, and I was going to say have her pick you up, but then you're dependent upon her transportation. Meet her at a bar, say, you're going to buy me dinner. And you're going to take me out. And then we're going to go back to my place and we're going to have sex. You know? And if you don't like it, then fuck off. I got another date. That's what... Or, you know what? You set up another date and say, yeah, something better came along. And then you go out. And who cares? You go play video games. Whatever. Just give it back to her. That's about the only way you'd get her back. But here's the thing, pal. You don't want to keep this one. Trust you me. If this is the type that you get as a trophy wife, she takes it for half your money because you need a girl who's 22. But that's about that's about the best outcome you can have. I'm serious. Some of my best victories that I'm most proud of, especially the younger when I was dumb, I didn't know any better, was where I told a girl to fuck off and never called her again. It was great because it's like that taught her a lesson. I came out on top on that one. Not necessarily a battle of ego or pride, but it's like you weren't the dupe. Like, oh, she never returned my call. And she's like, hey, he called me. Why don't you guys start teaching women a lesson and telling them to fuck off when they have this unacceptable behavior. When I say fuck you, I don't date children. You're very much a little child. You know, like, I don't date flakes. I say I gotta go out with, you know, someone else. You know, but God, that's the only thing you could hope for. It's to reject her in the end. But otherwise, I'd just walk away from her. So, anyway, that's all we got. I hope this teaches you other 45-year-old men about 22-year-old girls. We'll see you guys later. Toodles.